Last week someone asked me what my highlight from 2019 was, a question that I'm sure we'll all be receiving a lot of in these coming weeks, and I had a really hard time thinking of something because 2019 wasn't a great year for me. The fall in particular was really hard. In early October I was informed I would be losing my job at the end of the year because there were some budget cuts and layoffs were happening. And then near the end of October, my grandma passed away. She'd been diagnosed in June, but by then it was already so advanced that the doctors weren't confident that there was really anything they could do. And so we knew it was going to happen fast, but even so, it was a lot faster than we were expecting. It was my first time losing a grandparent, for which I feel really blessed by because I'm 26 and lots of people my age don't have any grandparents, such as my husband, who actually lost his last living grandparent this year as well. So I got asked what my highlight of 2019 was, and I struggled, which, having known my grandma, I think is something that would have made her really sad because she was such a joyful person. I wanted to make this video to talk about the good things that happened this year, because there were good things, and as much as I grieve my grandma and as much as that does cast a shadow over this year, it shouldn't diminish the good things that happened as well, so I want to take some time to focus on this. First good thing from this year, my husband and I bought a house this year, which is a really big deal. So we'd been living in an apartment for the first 2 years of our marriage, and this year we felt, we were financially in a place where we could look into buying a house, and we just wanted like a small starter home, and we found it in like a remarkably short amount of time for a house hunt. It's been really fun. We moved in at the beginning of April, so we've been kind of settling in and buying new pieces of furniture for the spaces that we didn't have furniture to fill up till this point, and it's a new experience. Happy thing number 2 for this year, my sister got married, which is really great, and thankfully she was able to get married before any of us grandkids actually even knew that my grandma was sick. They decided not to tell any of us grandkids until after the wedding so that it could just be a happy experience for us. And as sad as it is to, in hindsight, think of them all knowing, I do appreciate them kind of protecting us from the inevitable for like a week longer so that we could just have that nice family time. Happy thing number 3 isn't necessarily such a big life event, but this year I was really intentional about wanting to read more because I felt I've really not done as much reading as I would have liked to do in recent years. And so I read like 20-something books this year, which is more than probably the last 3 years combined, possibly longer. Good thing number 4 from this year was I started getting a few background and extra roles in some movies and TV shows that are filming in the city here, which, being in a movie or TV show is something I wanted to do since I was like 11, possibly younger, and so it was really exciting for me. And a lot of people warn me, oh, background work is so boring, you're just like sitting around for hours and hours and hours. And sure, yes you are, but I don't find that particularly boring. We get to like watch what's happening on set, and we get to see like all the background things working, and it's so fascinating and I love it. So I'm hoping to do a lot more of that. I've done a couple days on a few of them, but I've been in 4 projects so far. When those come out, I will tell you, and then if you'd like, you can go find me. Happy thing number 5, last month my husband and I were able to take some holiday time and go to Montreal for a little over a week. Did some exploring, attempted to order some things in French. It was a good time. Happy thing number 6 from this year. No, I want you to be in the video. This is my kitty, Flynn. I know you were just napping. I'll go put you back. And this is his brother, Oliver. I know you were sleeping too. Okay. We adopted 2 cats. So I've loved cats ever since I was a wee child. Unfortunately, I'm allergic to cats. so I like get super sniffy, my eyes get itchy, occasionally I break out in hives. It's great. But I heard that if you adopt cats when they're fairly young and then just like tough it out for the first few weeks, your body realizes, oh, I'm not dying, and stops reacting. And so I was like, I mean, that sounds a bit far-fetched, but I really want cats. So we adopted 2 kittens when they were like teeny tiny in May. Insert picture of teeny tiny kitties. And I'm down to taking allergy pills twice a week without not being able to breathe. So that's excellent. The boys are about 8 months old now. We think they were born in March. They were rescues. They were found in a cardboard box on the side of the highway along with their 2 other brothers who look just like Ollie. Thankfully, all 4 of the kittens in their litter have been adopted to living homes. So that's good. But they shouldn't have been left in a cardboard box on the side of the highway in March in Manitoba. Honestly, Manitoba, if they hadn't been found, they probably would have frozen to death. So that's terrible. But we're focusing on good things, which is that I have 2 cats now, and I'm a crazy cat lady and love them lots. And I had not realized how much I missed having a pet. My parents, if you've been watching my videos for years and years, you may remember have a dog. And I just loved having a dog, coming home to someone who's happy to see you and wants lots of pets and love, and as much as your family and the people that you're living with hopefully also love you and are happy to see you. Pets are unique in that way, as someone who has pets will understand. So it's been really nice to just have them around. I find that pets and toddlers are great things to have during hard seasons of your life because they just give you lots of unintentional joy. And the 7th happy thing from this year may sound a bit odd, but honestly I think that family time that we had this fall, as my grandma was kind of getting sicker, we had a wonderful Canadian Thanksgiving early in October where we basically spent 3 days with the entire extended family, which is 30 people or something, all at my uncle and aunt's house, and just being able to spend time together and go sit with grandma. I mean, I'd never say we weren't a close family, but hardships sometimes bring you together. And so it was nice to have that time to kind of bond, I guess, over our mutual pain, and to be able to reminisce over all the good times and the wonderful memories we've had over the last countless numbers of years. So those were the good things from my year. I'm anticipating that more good things will happen as this year closes in the coming weeks. Sometimes you have to make a more intentional choice to focus on the good things as opposed to continuing to focus on the sad and the bad things. So that's what I'm trying to do. I hope you're all having a good holiday season and that you have a Merry Christmas in the coming weeks. If you too are going through a hard season, I feel that and I'm thinking of you.